you up. Take off your mute buttons. Zoom land people, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, 2.
Build careers worth having.
Businesses worth owning. Lives worth living. Experiences worth giving.
And
Legacies worth leaving.
Oh, pom-poms, yes. The pom-poms are here to remind everyone, we're gonna have a tailgate party next Monday. It is going to be at the Huddle. There's food and breakfast. We encourage you to wear your jersey of choice. And I believe we have a sponsor for food. Yes, Mark Short is confirmed. And so come sporting your colors. It's gonna be a blast. And look forward to seeing all of you next Monday. Okay, ALC clinic, we had a group of ambassadors that went to the ALC clinic this past week. It was amazing. See those pictures? And I wanted to give the people that were there the opportunity to share what that experience was like, or one aha. So does anyone who's there would like to share? Okay, Sam, JC, come on up. I was gonna ask JC also. Okay, Sam,
You're going after me. You're going after me. Okay, so when I was sitting there with everyone in the room, so it's like the top 20% of different market centers, and there was like Hollywood, Calabasas, and I was like, whoa, these agents are like, why am I even here? You know, and one of the speakers brought out a really good point where he was like, look up the definition of what a role model is. And that's exactly why you're here, because this is for leadership. And so when we looked it up, it was a person looked to by others as an example to be imitated. So then it really made me think, okay, I'm here. And so what I do really impacts others. And so I was just thinking like, okay, whenever I have to make a decision, how am I going to impact other people? Whether it's my family, my coworkers, my clients. And so that was like my wow for me. What am I doing here? Like I probably was one of the younger ones. Everybody was like, wow, I've been in the business for 40 years, 30 years. And she's like, I can tell you're going to be amazing at what you do. And I was just like, thank you so much, because that's not how I feel right now. But it was very reassuring. And I also got to meet others who, it was kind of random because we had to do this like bingo. We had to play this game where it's like, oh, meet someone from like who is on the ALC for growth, or what was the other?
An agent from Hawaii, someone wearing red.
And so it really caused me to like, okay, just go up to random people. And so I went up to this one guy and I was like, hey, I'm looking for someone on the ALC, the growth chair. And he goes, I'm the owner of blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Oh, right, that's the guy.
Forget I even asked you this question. And I was like, okay, well, if it's not you, do you know anyone, on your team? And he's like, oh, well, I'm with them. And it really showed how on tune he was with his own people.
Yeah.
And I was very surprised. So just because you're an owner, don't let it get to your head. Whatever leadership.
Sure.
Sorry. I'm not trying to diss him or whatever, but like, I just envision like leadership and then a ladder flat. So at the same time, like we all are equal, where we need to like help each other out regardless of what position. So it was like good learning experiences. And then it was like, wow, I'm actually shocked that you're one of the speakers and you act like that. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, that was
Great, awesome.
Get him, Sam. Go get him.
And I did ask JC to share a story about his reel. While he's coming up, I'm gonna tell you, these guys paid for their own flight to go to the mainland for a day to represent you. So super amazing to have them there. And I know somebody got a piece of business sitting at the table. So it's pretty awesome. JC has a great story.
Somebody went to Disney.
And somebody went to Disneyland but has now referral partners. JC has a great story.
For the ALC, what I got out of it the most was actually the connections at the table that we had, and I got to learn a little bit more about Sam and April and Jonathan and Sasha, Christy, the whole crew, Colette. So I thought that was pretty neat because they asked us, we had to throw a ball and you got to answer a question. And I thought that was really cool. And then also and unfortunately Sam didn't get to make it to dinner the night, but the connection and sitting to dinner with Colette and Christy and Sasha and some of the team leads. The first day and then going to dinner again, the second night, I got to and do that. So the story is, I started doing videos about 5.5 weeks ago. Doing mostly Reels, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok posts, about to launch YouTube as well. So I've been doing it for roughly 5 weeks. I read an article about Queen Kahumanu and how they got approved for their rezoning, so I did a video on it. And I get a call on Friday from an agent on the mainland, and she was from San Jose. And she said, I've been trying to track you down. And I'm like, what's going on? She goes, well, I got a call from somebody in Haiku that wants to sell their land. She saw your reel. She said, some guy, CJ or C something from KW. She made 2 phone calls, and Lisa Teichner actually had her call me. So because of one video about the island, not even specifically about real estate, it was real estate related, because I was talking about the rezoning and how it's bittersweet, because growing up on Maui and seeing the mall change the way it has is kind of hard to see, but good, because they'll probably do some residential there as well. So with that, I've been launching about 2 to 3 videos a week, and it's worked. So that was my first call. Thank you.
It was an honor to be there with all of you. And I excited to share Golden Pineapple Award. Amanda just had her first closing. And if you would like to share the story, I'm sure people would be inspired if you wanted to share how you represented these clients. Congratulations. Thank you.
Awesome. So I think I talked briefly about this before, right before it closed. So it's awesome that it did close. Longtime residents of Lahaina, which is super amazing. I've been friends with them for like 13 years. They had like a very strict cash budget, and we ended up getting it for $300,000, which was pretty awesome. And then in the end, I got them an extra like $8,000 because there was a mistake in the maintenance fees. It went up, it wasn't advertised, so check your maintenance fees, because like even within your transaction, like we had a 2-week close and it went up even within that. So a little reminder to keep that. But yeah, it's super awesome, because his friends and I, they lost stuff in the fire, their condo and their business. So yay!
But Amanda, talk about keeping the deal alive, because they came to you and said, this is our final number. So
okay.
let's keep that ball in the air.
Well, thanks to our amazing broker, Keone Ball over here. You know, you always think like there's things that you don't even think of, especially like I'm pretty new. So I was like, well, he said that this is their best and final offer. Otherwise, they're putting it into a rental program. And he looks at me, he's like, F that. He's like, you go back. He's like, call your client. He's like, make sure he's good to play hardball. So we called him, of course, made sure it was okay with the client, of course. And then we played some hardball and we won.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
It's a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. Awesome. I love it. I have one more award to give to this incredible professional. I've been able to watch her. I'm coming up on 3 years, and I've been able to watch her go from a new agent to now last time I did the number, she was number 2 in the company. So Laura, congratulations. And watching you help people get into homes, and you mentioned an entire street they were gonna put a red flag on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
you.
I should get, yeah, I mean, what's the secret to your success?
Thank you. Showing up every day. Showing up on the days you don't want to show up. I don't know if there's anyone here that can say they're as busy as me as far as personal life. 3 kids, 2 grandkids. My kids do everything. But I consistently show up, and I probably do work too much. So the work-life balance is a struggle, but I'm working all the time. I don't know. There's probably lots of agents that are sending him contracts at 8, 9 at night. If not, I'm doing that, but it's it's rough, but you gotta just keep going.
And you had mentioned something about open house that I would love to share with the group and those on Zoom. Can you tell us your experience about open house and trying to get people?
I think this is meant to, I don't want it to come off the wrong way. It's meant to really motivate and encourage, but I know a lot of agents are constantly looking for help with open house. I know Todd, Sarah Fox, myself, we're putting it on the Facebook. Maybe not everybody's seeing it, but it is such an incredible opportunity. I know I've heard Todd say multiple times that is how he built his whole entire business, was open house. Kihei, I'm hearing maybe a little bit slower, but I can speak to the fact that Amanda just sat open house for me at Iliahi this weekend and she was slammed. She may potentially have 2 new listings coming up. So it means
The open house.
from the
directly.
open house,
Yeah.
correct. So I think, you know, if you're struggling with your business or a little bit slower, it is a great opportunity to just meet new potential buyers, even if it's not right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I also wanted to share with you guys, we had a super fun weekend. Jonathan has been organizing Holly Cow Cow meals once a month, and we have 12-month sponsors. And then because of his leadership, Gary Keller donated $50,000 to St. Teresa's Church. And as a result of that, they put us, if you can see the jersey, we're the biggest logo on the several hundred people that got these jerseys. And so super great to participate. Some of you know my big why is my kids and also my mom. This is my mom, who's there standing next to Jonathan, and she got the award 4 years in a row for being last. So, and I kind of was a caboose to make sure everybody's okay. They had a cane brigade, and RJ, I don't know if you got that video on there. It's okay if you didn't. But yeah, it was great. I mean, it'd be awesome to have a Keller Williams team next year. We literally took an hour to do the Maya walk. So you don't have to run. We could just go and, you know, wear shirts. And so it's a year from now, that would be pretty cool. Okay, who has gotten one of these? Thank you. License renewal time is now available online. Started the 21st. How many of you guys have renewed? Yes. Yes, don't forget. It's super easy, guys. Yeah. https://. It's probably saved in your search, my pdl.dcca, etc. Don't forget. And then we also have the core requirements. Who's all done with everything? Yes, nice, good job. Don't forget. And then we have the year-end requirements. Is there anything you want to say to that, Ali? No, nope. Okay.
Talk about it.
I would love it if you guys could collect the real estate advertisements that you get from other agents. I wanted to read one that I got, and I'm interested on a scale of 1 to 10. How good do you think the print is? It's Dear Lance, my husband. I've been interviewed a lot recently, and in the chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, when I'm done, I'd like to hear, like, does this nail it out of the park? What's good about it? What isn't? So we can learn from top agents and improve our own farming. I've been interviewed a lot recently, and a question I keep getting that relates to my address, 225 Kulipu'u, is, did anybody else get this card? Okay. Will prices in Kihei rise or fall after the election? I created a chart showing prices in the year after the election, going back to 1901. If you'd like a copy, like most of my clients are requesting, please let me know by phone or text to this phone number. With over 1 billion in sales and perfect reviews online, I know how to get the job done. Then it's his name. What do you guys think? On a scale of 1 to 10? 9? In the chat? Pretty good?
Yeah, it was a great call to action.
Yeah, I was so impressed with the call to action. Yeah.
Oh, Gary Morris.
And honestly, his call to action, the very specific, it said Dear Lance, it had my address, and then it said Kihei, and I'm interested, so I am gonna ask for it, but it's funny,
Well, it doesn't matter what it says.
right.
It doesn't matter what it says.
Can you expand on that?
Whether it says the prices have gone up after it or
Oh,
down after
right.
it, doesn't matter. Like, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter. So it's just
it
getting
doesn't,
their information is what you want.
yeah, he only makes a great point, it doesn't matter what the information says, it's just a matter of get collecting the information. I was a little bit like, I'm on title. Why didn't they address me? You know? But
Write it
maybe,
back and say, I'm offended, it's a woman.
I know, come on.
Address the lens.
Yeah. So, anyway, let's start collecting these and, you know, learn from what other people are doing to really up our game. Okay,
I wanna see that church,
you wanna see the what?
the church.
Yeah, I would like to
Chart.
see that chart too.
Oh, yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, I would be interested too. Okay, I wanted you guys to know, I had an agent that is, coming on board with us next month. Had asked about health insurance, and that's one of the things agents are challenged with, like, how do I get health insurance? Some of you may have it through your family. We do have an option. It's called Real Agent Perks, through Keller Williams. So if this is some of the information, I'll get more. Leah, are you on? Would you like to talk about your fundraiser? Nope. Okay, Leah is with the Rotary Club of Lahaina. They're doing a Seas Candy fundraiser. Hey, how's it going, Steve? Good to see you. Jenny, don't let me forget. Seas Candy fundraiser, you can just flip through those slides. And before we get to Liza and Steve, how many of you guys know what a disappearing cap is in our company? 2, okay. And Steve, how many of you would like to pay no cap? Everybody raise their hand, right? So I'm gonna give you an example of someone who has an agent joining us next month. When you get a capper, which is about 6.8 million, so about 13 million over the past 2 years, and they join, and then they name you as a sponsor, and the reason for joining, you get a reduction in 25% of your cap. So with a $35,000 cap, that's worth $8,750 to you. And so what I'm challenging our board, and I would challenge all of you, go find one person next year. You know, let's if want 0, find 4, and then you don't even pay a cap. So it's just our way to thank you. And maybe you can kind of pick in your mind an agent that you really respect and you have a relationship with, that next year, not only do we bring them into our community, but you get a bonus for that. Basically, okay, couple other announcements. November 20th, we're having our board meeting, which is Friendsgiving potluck at Cam 1, 10 to 2. Come and go as you like. Most of our board will be there. You can bring your boards, goggles, kids, whatever, just to have fun. I'll reserve the spot there early in the morning. Also, I just found out from Erin Clapper. She invited all of us to, they're doing a realtor prayer meeting at 8 a.m. at Kanaha Park, Beach Park, with all the elections and everything that are coming. They just wanted to get together. I will be there. Love to see any of you there. Also wanted to share an idea. We do 30% of our business with each other, right? And often someone will stand up and say, I have this listing signed and it's coming. And someone in the room says, oh my gosh, I've got a buyer for that. Let's do this. Well, what I'd like to do is give you guys the opportunity to invite a guest from another company to our huddle. And what we can tell them is, you know, we do more than 30% of our business with each other. We would like to feature one of your listings at our huddle so that you can find a buyer. With everybody that has all these sitting listings, how would you like it if the second largest brokerage came to you and say, we want to highlight your listing that you want to sell? I mean, I think it's all day long we do that. And then they can come, they can get a feel for, and maybe we can get them their buyer and show them the beauty of KW. So bring a guest if you want. And then last one is Lee and Barb are doing Pacific Whale Foundation cruise on November 8th, Friday at 4:30. I already signed up. Mauiversary, November 8th, it's Amanda's Mauiversary. What a great, sorry. I'm a teacher. I look at that. Yeah. Happy Mauiversary early. So it should be fun. It's a sunset cruise and you can sign up, just get the Kama rate. I'll be there. Lee and Barbara Potts will be there. It's gonna be a good night. I think that's it. Okay, Liza, come on up. Woo, Liza.
Aloha, everyone. So, on Thursday, we have Hala Makana, and the food distribution is from 1:45 to 3:30, and I'm looking for about 6 volunteers. That does not include my usual people that always show up, and I'm very grateful. So we need that much more people because the need is great and continues to grow. Yes, it's gonna be Halloween Day, but it's only the first part of the day, so maybe that you can show up and help our community. And then next month, if you can't do it this month, next month is Thanksgiving boxes.
The 21st?
Yes, so it's another great opportunity to come and help your communities and, see how the families have been affected since the fires. Like I said, the need is just growing, and thank God that we continue getting big donations to the Maui Food Bank because we're able to help these families that are in need. So reach out to me directly. I would appreciate it, and thank you a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, Liza. Yeah, we actually, at the board meeting, changed our board meeting date so that everybody could participate in, the Hale Makana, the Thanksgiving boxes. So we so appreciate, Liza is also directly responsible for getting 50,000 donated to Maui Food Bank. So we appreciate your being an ambassador. Here's the information about the morning prayer. Would love to have you guys join again. Aaron Clapper just invited me this morning and I said I would put it out there. And speaking of voting, it's not very often that we have one of our own on the ballot, and we respect all of you, how you want to vote. And it's good that we have diversity of opinion, but because we do have one of our very own on the ballot, I wanted to give Steve the opportunity to share a little bit about the platform.
Thank you. I just wanted to, I'm Steve Bond, I'm running for Congress, I'm on the ballot. It's the third time I'm running. I just needed to share, because this is family, what's happened in my life. So I had a big high when I pulled papers and nobody challenged me. The same week, a few days later, on a wild, I lost my brother to gun violence. So I'm not operating on all cylinders. So I wanted to start there and finish high.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about an awful lot of things. One thing is, as Sasha mentioned, is participation, to be informed, to vote however you want, but to be informed and vote, is important, because that's the foundation of our country. I'm concerned. My platform involves realtors. And as we know, we've been under changes in our profession. And so we need an advocate in DC to preserve our ability to serve, especially buyers. Imagine buyers that are out there that aren't informed and end up with these problem properties because we're not able to successfully represent them. The other thing is, Jeannie and I have been involved in emergency management since 9/11 in New York City. And I'm aware of what's happening on Maui, in Lahaina, and also in Kula, where we live. And so it's very important that we have an advocate who lives on island, who knows what's going on, and will try to make the best of it. Because there's a lot of conflicting intentions, and they're not always to the best of the community. So thank you for letting me share, and go out and vote.
Go team win. Awesome. That was great. I also like to share, we get these great ideas from the title companies on Popeyes. So I thought this was cute. Says, don't get haunted by closing day stress. And they have little Halloween things in it. So, okay, we have a new protocol for Maui Open Island. We need more time in order to get the slide together. We had said the deadline is the Friday before. We are having Open Island this Friday, and I believe we have 7, 8, 9. Yay, the goal was to get, more. Look at all these.
Nice.
Island, good, that was the goal. Awesome, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So those of you that are participating, thank you so much. That's up from 5 last time, so triple. And what had happened was we said the deadline was Friday before so that we can get it on this Huddle Monday. Well, that's not enough time for our admin to put it together for the slide. So moving forward, we're gonna ask that you guys let us know the Wednesday before the following Friday, so we have a week and a half to get this slide together. And those of you that are on a team or know a team, we ask that you please have them have, if the head of the team is not gonna attend the huddle, at least have an ambassador for the team. Because what happened is, those who aren't a part of the huddle were then asking us last minute to put listings in, and that's difficult for our admin team, like a half hour before the huddle, we're scrambling. So yeah, I appreciate those team that do show up, because you guys are really informed, and would ask everybody to bring an ambassador from your team to the huddle, so you can go back to your team and tell them what's going on. But this is awesome, great job, guys. So Friday, that'll be fun. Okay, we have our lovely Teresa here that is here to speak. I'm super excited what we're doing with Business Planning Foundations. If you want an hour and a half with some of the top agents, come to these classes. So go ahead, Teresa.
I thought you were gonna leave with candy.
Oh, what? This is for you.
So planning foundations is gonna be a little bit different than we've ever done it before. It's gonna be an hour and a half. You're gonna bring your own lunch. Sorry, no sponsors, because we need the whole hour and a half for you. The second thing that's gonna happen is there's gonna be not only a coach on each of the sessions, but there's gonna be a top producing agent on them. I can tell you, we've secured Dean, we've secured Lee Potts, we've secured Randy and Antonio. And then we've got 2 surprises, so I'm not gonna tell you who they are yet. Sign up and then you'll find out. Anyway, an hour and a half, you're gonna get, we're gonna talk about your business, we're gonna talk about how to bring your business forward, we're gonna talk about where you want to be.
Awesome, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, anytime you can get an hour and a half with one of the top agents, you should take advantage of the opportunity. Also, short sales, this next Monday, the 4th, it's right after the huddle. So if you come to the huddle at 10 live, enjoy the tailgate party, then you can pop on Zoom after and learn about short sales. I'm super excited about Friendsgiving. We've got, yeah, just laughing at me. Yeah, let's go have some fun, guys, and it just connect, and we did this on purpose, the week before Thanksgiving, because mamas still have their kids in school and daddies. And I picked a park where there's bathrooms and a store, limited parking, and it's a great launch for those of you that have boats or boards. And it's also convenient for me to reserve the spot, so I'll be there early before 6, and look forward to seeing all of you there. Again, it is our board meeting, our ALC meeting for the month. Most of them will be there, so if you want to connect with top agents, it's a great opportunity. Okay, holiday party. Save the date, and I think there's only 40 spots left. So if you haven't signed up now. We also are looking for sponsors. We've got 5,000 out of the 12,000 that we need for sponsorship. It's not exclusive. Want to thank those who are sponsoring now. We have Nestor Segundo, Dan Bartenhagen, Kelly Polly. Some of you don't know Kelly Polly. She actually did my 2 refis and is amazing. And so I have personal experience working with her, and she really decided to dive in and introduce herself to us and sponsor this, even though we haven't done a lot of business with her. So, and then Janae Lopez, Maui, property, real estate, creative financial, all those that are there. If you know someone that you think would give 500 and be a part of the party, they get an invitation to the party. If they do over 1,500, they get 2 invites to the party. First Hawaii does. And they'll also be featured on every huddle. They're welcome to come to each huddle and speak about their business. So yeah, we're looking to get, I'm gonna skip those next slides. RJ, I think I might have told you the profit share distribution. We're gonna talk about that next week, so you can skip those. And now, your very own principal broker, Keely Ball.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the response. Okay, let's see, a few things, real quick. Don't forget, no commissions in the MLS. No variable commissions in the MLS. Nothing that says commission in the MLS. What do we not put in the MLS? Commissions, because people are still putting commissions in the MLS. That is gonna be a $500 fine come January 1st. And if it's a second offense, it'll be $500 a net. I think it's $1,000 fine and 30 days suspended from the MLS. Steve?
And in the caravan, we're not allowed.
No, you can't. Anywhere else.
Okay.
You can talk about,
No, caravan
Commission-
cannot.
why, did they make a rule?
Yeah, that just came out like 3 weeks ago. We're not, and then each regional director from Caravan, we have to start our meeting by making that announcement.
That's
Where'd
not
this
an
come
our
from?
thing, though.
Okay.
Did this come from, Ram?
From Ram.
Okay, I'll argue with her.
Craig, we have elected.
Okay,
so Ram.
Go ahead, Liza.
And we are mandated to make this announcement, and it feels redundant, because a lot of times I'll say it again and again every week. And so I remind them that we are mandated to make this announcement, that in a group setting like this, not this one, but at Caravan, we are not allowed to speak about commissions according to the NAR settlement. So that's the announcement we have to start Caravan with. And this is new, about maybe 3 weeks ago, coming from Maka and Ram. So that's the new deal.
Thank you.
Change.
Okay, thank you for that. And we'll stay tuned. Maybe we'll try to change that back if I disagree with that. If we're stating our own commission, we're not setting commissions, we're just stating what we are offering. So doesn't seem like that's part of
Is
it.
it confusing with the central location on the website too, group setting?
Right, we're not saying, oh, everybody should charge this amount. We're saying, this is what my listing is offering. So,
County,
yes,
just to add, hi, it's Marion, just to add to that, the reason is that my understanding is that caravan meetings are considered or could be considered as an extension of RAM and the MLS. And so for that reason, it's not allowed because it's the MLS that can't have any part in disseminating commissions, right?
right. I guess I get the idea behind it, but seems a little paranoid, but anyway, okay, let's move on. Thank you, Liza. Thank you, Marion. Let's see. Remember, if you're putting a listing in, right? Or you're changing a listing and you go like, I've never done this before in the MLS. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters, exactly. You're gonna call Vincent at RAM. He is there to help you with these weird nuancy things that come up on MLS that you go like, hey, wait, how do I do this? Like, this is a weird thing, right? As soon as you think that, think 808-873-8585 and ask for Vincent at the MLS. He's there to help you. You're gonna avoid a fine by doing that. He is there to work with you on it. He doesn't want to see you get a fine either, unless you don't work with him, then it bounces automatic and he sends it out. So remember that little trick. Just call him because he is there to help you. Let's see.
Also with Vincent, check your email every day, because he'll give you warnings.
Yes.
And if you don't respond to the email warning, and he only does warnings by email, if you don't respond to the email warning, you're going to get fined.
Thank you. The comment from Jim was check your emails too from Vincent because he will try to help you, give you a heads up that this thing might be bombing out. If you ignore him, he's got no choice but hit the button, or I think it actually automatically hits the button. So anyway, that's the tip of the day to try not to get fined because some of them are getting quite steep. Late reporting, I think now is $300 per offense. Open houses, going back to Laura's open house comment. If you're scared to do open house, I know you won't admit it, but you might be scared to do open house. Go ask them to sit with them for a little bit and you can find out, even from beginning, from they go, oh, where do we put the signs, right? I think it's one of people's biggest fears or biggest people's hate is, I hate putting up the damn signs, right? Because you don't know where they gotta go and certain places you can't put them and all that stuff. Piggyback with somebody. We're an open company here. Say, hey, can I come to your open house and sit with you? Right? That'll take your fear away. And then you'll be an expert and then you'll get business and then you'll be successful. But like Laura. Renewals of your license, do not wait. November 30th, they're cutting it, they're saying to renew by November 30th to guarantee you a license by January 1st. Because they are super shorthanded there. I don't know how they're gonna get it done with that, but don't wait. If you're already done your CE, just go online, right? You can go through RAM, you can go through the dashboard on Paragon, and you can renew right online. That's all you gotta do, you pay. You look for your thing, put in your information, answer no, 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 pay, and then you're done. That's it. Jeannie.
Yeah, so the CE shop, there's a delay between the time you finish
Thank
your
you.
class
Yeah.
and they'll report it, and there's giving you anywhere from like 5 to 7 days. So there's also.
So the comment was, don't wait either, because the CE shop in particular, but other CE providers, they only post once a week. Because they're so busy now, right? So make sure you do it early so that you're not stuck in that bind either, right? I think I took some from trainingcove.com and they post like, I think every Monday, right? So I did them like Wednesday or Thursday. And then it didn't post until that following Monday. So don't wait to the last minute, because you're gonna be without a license. Even though the law says December 31st, you will not have a license on January 1st if you send it in around then. It's just not gonna happen. Okay? That's my warning to you, my one and only warning. Don't come crying when you say, what happened? Anyway, okay. Real quick, code of ethics, standard of practice. Well, Article 1. Everybody knows what Article 1 says, right? What does Article 1 say? In general. Fiduciary duty, right? Yes. Treat all parties honestly.
honestly.
Good job, Sam. So 1.9, right? Realtor's obligation to preserve confidential information, right? As defined by state law. That's our 467. Provided by their clients in the course of any agency relationship, non-agency relationship recognized by law, continues after termination of agency relationship or any non-agency relationship recognized by law. Realtors shall not knowingly, during the following the termination of professional relationships with their client, reveal confidential information, use confidential information of their clients to the disadvantage of them. Use confidential information of clients, realtors' advantage, or advantage of third parties, unless clients consent, right, to disclose. Realtors are required by a court order, the intent of a client to commit a crime, right, or necessary to defend a realtor. Those are your exemptions to that, okay? We all play by the rules here. Now you know Article 1-9. Go Steelers!
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Tammy. We definitely appreciate. Yes, thank you. Definitely appreciate you keeping us out of trouble. We have our very own Rex here. If you have any updates regarding our property management, we appreciate it so much. Thank you.
1.6.
Steelers defense.
1.6. That's it. 1.6. Hey, everybody. A couple people started reaching out, asking for information for their clients on the long-term rentals. Thank you. My email is rexg@kw.com, 808-283-0805. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll get back to you within a couple hours, if not sooner.
Can you repeat that, please?
808-283-0805.
Oh, thanks, RJ.
RexG.
Yeah, perfect. Right there.
RexG@gmail.
It's at.
Oh, sorry, KW.
Yes. At this moment, have some listings on the west side that are available. You know, anything from 3,000 all the way up to 16,000 a month. We do offer the off-island services for your clients as well. If you have somebody who's just looking for somebody to do some occasional check-ins on properties, making sure there's no water leaks, other vendors are doing their job, give me a call. I'm happy to work through that as well. The website does not currently have any listings on it. We're working through that. I'm going to be working through that with Jasper here in the next day or two. Get everything organized. So
Any questions?
that's it. Any questions? Anybody I can help with?
We do have a referral program as well that we're putting the final touches on, and we'll roll that out probably next week. It's quite a good referral program for you, for the agent.
The more properties that you put into the program, the better incentives.
If we have people looking for rental, what's the best way to hand them over to you?
Just give them my phone number.
Any other questions? We're excited to see the referral program, because I'm sure you're gonna do.
I talked about it 3 or 4 different ways now.
Yeah.
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 It's built into something quite
It's
good.
the generosity.
Too much, I think.
yeah.
Too much good for the agent.
So how many of you have reset your password in command? Good job, Sam.
I need the pineapples today.
Here's the deal, guys. They are requiring us to change your password. It used to be 8 characters, now it has to be 12 with some specific requirements. I tried to do it this morning because I can't get into command now with my old password. And I went into command and clicked forgot password, and they say if you do it that way, it will take 2 hours. So don't do it that way. You want to go to mykw.kw.com. mykw.kw.com, and it will happen right away. In 3 months, you won't have the opportunity to change it. It's so I would say do it today. Tell everybody you know, because I tried to go through command and they said it's a 2-hour response back. So yeah, definitely update those passwords. We now have a unique opportunity for you to highlight your listing or buyer need. Yes, Liza.
Sasha,
Yes.
could I piggyback on the mykw.kw.com? I did it this morning. And at my TC's recommendation, she suggested I use an incognito browser. I don't know why or where that came from. But
it doesn't save your password that you create. Yeah.
Yeah. So just maybe something to consider if people have trouble regular.
Yeah. Smart. Thank you. So Katie's saying use an incognito browser when you create your new password if you are one that uses passwords across multiple platforms. Anybody else? Listing? Oh, Liza. Yes.
I have a new listing going live today at Camp Fans. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in building 8. And it's going to be listed, it could be the lowest price point at $875,000. So it's not on the MLS yet. It should be there later this afternoon. But if you have a buyer, just reach out to me.
Yeah, Daisy. I think I showed this one.
No,
Oh, it's super cute though. Love that. Cute.
For KW ears only, I have a Ho'olea, Kehalani Terraces coming up in about 2 weeks. Ocean view, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I'll be taking photos on the 8th. So if you know anybody, we're priced about a little around the same as everybody else in there. There's only 2 other units available.
Nice. Congrats on that.
Secret listing.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to highlight or have an open house story that they would like to share? New one? Any listings?
Chris Haig here.
Chris, hey Chris.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I've got a new listing at Pineapple Hill in the first phase. It's a spectacular house at $5.85 million. It was listed on Wednesday last week. I'm going to have it on Caravan this week, so please come by. It is in immaculate condition, brand new pool. Nobody's ever even been in it yet. Again, incredible view, just a beautiful house in Pineapple Hill. Again, 4-bedroom, $5.85 million. Please come to Caravan and take a look at it this week. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chris. Yeah, if you are a newer agent and haven't been to Pineapple Hill, you should take advantage of those opportunities because you never know who's going to walk in. You could be, I know this complex. I've been there. I can speak to that property. Just helps with your knowledge base. I go to West Maui every Wednesday just to stay in touch with what's happening over there and encourage you guys to come because it's the top agents that are showing up at those caravans. Great way to build relationship. Anybody else?
And just to
Angela.
add, just to add, it's at 2.5 commission rate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you. Nice. Looking for the 2.5. Yes.
Hey, this is Lahaina Lee.
Lahaina Lee.
Hey, and we've got Kanapali Shores. We have multiple properties. They're priced from down in the 500s for leasehold, all the way up to about 2.5 million. It's fee simple. It's hotel zoned. The association is stable. There's open house every single day. So if you've got somebody they want to see a property and you're having a hard time figuring out what to show, come on into Kanapali Shores. Dave, Gina, Allie, or me are there every day. And we'd love you to come in and just learn about the property.
Awesome. Awesome. Open house every day is the way to win. Nice. Anybody else?
Hi.
Yeah.
Angela
Oh,
Chan.
Angela, and then whoever's next.
Hi, guys. So I've got a Haleakala Shores. It is a 2-bedroom, 2 full bath suites, $1,065,000. It is fully available to show as well as open house. Shout out to Tim Davis and Ryan Sherwood for all of the open houses you guys have been sitting. They've been meeting some great prospects there. And I just want to also give to any of those agents that are like, oh, I don't know if I want to do open house. I had a closing not too, I don't know, about 4 months ago, this directly from an open house that I sat for Liza on the west side. I met these clients and a year later ended up closing for them a deal just under 1.2. So it works. It works. And if anybody ever wants to shadow with me, that's fine. I welcome that. But open house, Haleakala Shores, talk to me if you're interested. Would love it.
Awesome. Yeah, if you look at your hourly rate sitting those opens and then the paycheck you get at the end, it's pretty incredible. So yeah, thank you, Angela. Anybody else?
Miranda.
Oh, Miranda. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I have several listings and would love open house help on any of them. Tim has been helping me up at the villas at Kehalani. My new listing is in South Kihei at 2715 Kahale. It's a multiple unit property. I have 2 on the west side, so anyone that would be interested, I can get you some times and days for those. And the first open house I ever sat was for Bonnie McChrystal up on the Kanapali hillside. And this couple walked in, and 3 years later, I closed on them on a phenomenal property in Kula a couple months ago. So it's definitely well worth it. Their budget was up to $4 million. And even though it took 3 years, it all happens from open houses. It really does.
Awesome, Miranda. Thank you. Congratulations, list to last. You guys are really taking market share right now. I think Keone and JC have said that they looked at the numbers over the past 3 months and we are killing it at the top of the market. So even with just about 194 agents, we're way beyond that in percentage of market share. So that's awesome. Congrats.
And Chris
Yeah,
Haig.
go ahead.
Chris Haig chiming back in again just to build on open houses for those new agents that haven't heard it yet. This year I closed on a 5.25 million open house lead. And last year I closed on a 10 million open house lead. So, and those are just my 2 largest. I have probably in the last 10 years, close to $65 million in volume from open house leads.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. So Tim, hang in there. You're doing the work. It will come. Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, Ryan Sherwood here. Just wanted to share a listing that we had come on, our team had come on a couple days ago at 9 Wehi Way. It's going to be open for showing finally. The tenants are going to be out on October 31st. We're going to have some new pictures come up on MLS. But I'll be hosting open house there on Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. So come on out and take a look. It'll be beautiful. It's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,500 square feet, listed at just under 1.15 in the Legends at Maui Lani.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have a fun story for you guys. We're gonna go flashback. to Sasha as a realtor in Washington State. What do you think is the brilliant thing about Halloween? Everybody's coming to the door, right? So one of my listings in a neighborhood that got a lot of circulation, I held open house Halloween night. And then hired someone to give candy, because usually the parents stand back, right? I hired someone to give candy to the kids, kid from the neighborhood. And so when they rang the doorbell and opened the door, I had supersized bars and information about the open house, and I would walk up to the parents and say, hey, this house is for sale. I'd love for you to check it out. And here's a treat for mom and dad. And we got 40 people through the open house that day. So if you don't have plans for Halloween evening, find a neighborhood where there's a listing. And you, I mean, how impressed will your clients be that you did an open house on Halloween, right? So just fun little idea if you don't have plans for Thursday night. Anyone else before we go? Costumes are welcome in office on Thursday, so.
Oh, yeah.
free. Yes, and yeah. Thanks for showing up. For those of you that are live, have a great week, everyone. Bye.